big prints for my readers. Had an opportunity Saturday night to already thank, obviously, the executive board and past presidents, but I'd like to thank the Iowa High School Athletic Directors for this terrific honor as it's selected by our fellow ADs. It's just tremendous. You don't know how much appreciation, and I don't take this for granted at all. I said the other night, some things I'm going to share that I said the other night, I'm going to share again tonight. I consider this a shared honor between students, our coaches, our community, our parents, and Harley community, the Hawkeye 10 Conference ADs, and if you guys would please stand, anybody that's been a Hawkeye 10 Conference AD, please stand at this time. I know everybody's very, very proud of their conferences and their ADs, and these gentlemen are the best of the best. And what they did helped me out last year, and what they've done during my career has been amazing. And Harley Schieffer over there, now executive director, and everybody. And Bob, you making a special trip down here today. I know you don't need to do that, but I appreciate it very much. And all the ADs from the Hawkeye 10. Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, I know I thanked you the other night, but I want to do it again, especially since Joel Osborn's here tonight. But Mike Dick and the Girls Union really appreciate very much everything that you guys do. And Lisa Brinkmeyer, for you younger ADs that don't know this woman is a legend in the basketball circles. State champion, Hubbard Radcliffe, and she was a great, great collegiate player. And Lisa, you've been tremendous to have on board. You're not invited anymore at Hawkeye 10 AD golf outings because she wins those, okay? But the other thing, just a quick story of Joel Oswald. Joel was a student and a player of mine at Palmer. He was a player until his 9th grade year. And when I left Palmer, he was in 11th grade. And he'd come off from basketball in 9th grade. And I had him in 7th and 8th grade. That's a participation level, okay? And Joel in 9th grade, after 2 days of practice, Joel was what you'd call a drill killer, okay? In seriousness, I talked to Joel. I said, Joel, I got a great job for you. And he wanted to be a part of it. And he became my assistant athletic director at Palmer as a freshman in high school. The guy organized everything, did everything. It's amazing what he did. And the one thing I'll never forget, Joel, is his junior year when I got the call and I didn't tell anybody, and I hadn't accepted the job at Harlan, but rumor mills for texting things, I don't know how you found out. We had a basketball camp. He organized in the old gymnasium. He had parents, players, community members there to try to convince me to, at that point, to stay, which it was to not let me go anywhere. They just wanted to know how much I was appreciated, And Joel, that meant the world to me and still does. Thank you so much, Joel Osborn. Thank you very much. Let's give Joel a hand. Just make sure. Iowa High School Athletic Association, Alan Bessie, and everything you guys do, it's just incredible. I can't leave Jared Cheesick out of this. I was at Palmer. I come back to Palmer. He was at Manson. Jared came to my basketball camp. Jared, I hate to say this, I really don't remember you being there. But you've accepted your role right now, and he is incredible. What a great addition to the staff. We've talked about it. And Jared, it's great to have you. But the Iowa High School Athletic Association, thank you so much. Also, thank you for teaching the bench decorum rule for all his coaches. And the one thing Smokey always told me at the state tournament, he said, Mitch, can you do us a favor? Remember, we got a set. I said, Smokey, we could stand in an exciting place. This game is exciting the whole way. And but we do appreciate it. And now I think after we have it, I've gotten older and mellowed out. I think I set one I did before we had the rules. So a few more people I want to thank. And I want to thank my wonderful wife, Nancy, at 32 years. And she's taking a picture somewhere. There she is. And stand up, Nancy, so we can see you.
I'll ruin my video.
That's okay. But 32 years, and incredible woman. We were actually... And we actually started dating when I was a freshman in high school, so that's quite a story. And it goes all the way back. My son Joel is here tonight. Stand up, Joel. And he graduated in 2004. Stay standing, please, Joel. And thank you. He still listens. I can't believe that's great. But Joel graduated in 2004, and went on to Northwest Missouri State, played football there, and is now coaching, currently recruiting coordinator and assistant football coach here at Northwest Missouri State. Has married, has 2 sons, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. They could not be here tonight, but Joel is here. So if you have any football players in your school already, he wants them, okay? So that's really the reason he's here, but no. Joel battled testicular cancer 6 years ago, and at this point he's cancer-free. And you talk about tough, I just admire what our last speaker's Roy, which you were talking about, and Joel is just great. He's doing great, and everything's super there. My second son, Kevin, graduated in 2006, could not be here. His wife is due any day. They can't travel. And I have a granddaughter, Charlie. My youngest son, Zach, plays football at Wayne State. They started spring football practice, so it's probably not a good idea with this spring football practice. He's a captain at Wayne State in the Northern Sun Conference. That's my family. Also joining me at the table there is Alex Geddes, stand up Alex. And she's the daughter I never had. And she's the daughter I got now, I'd say, and she's a very close family friend. And she is currently student teaching, and she's going to be looking for jobs, so she can be a great elementary teacher, graduate from Harlan. And her boyfriend accompanied her, and we don't see friend anymore, it's boyfriend, Keith Rickles, and he is from Clear Creek or Manitoulin, teaches there and also coaches out of City West. And they're girls track. Todd Gordon, my great friend Todd, please stand, at DeWayne Roosevelt, and Jeff Beeson at Glenwood. And Jeff graduated in 2004 with Joel, and Jeff is like another son. And Jeff really stepped up last year during my cancer battle and chemotherapy and helped at our track meets, cross-country meets, and just did tons of stuff. Joel, I call him Joel Jeff, and thank you so much. My mom and dad, my mom passed away in 1999. She died of brain cancer. My dad is 80, and he's still auctioneers with the auction company, and they instilled a lot of work ethic in me. Just a couple more things, and I'll finish up. I want to say this about Harlan Community, and I want to brag just a little bit about that. I am so proud of Harlan Community coaches and athletes and the parents. They all embraced what we talked about. We've talked about it at this convention, multi-sport athletes, participation, sharing athletes, coaches getting along. And we were known as, when I got there, as the football school, and there was some jealousies of that, because Harlan had won 11 state titles, and 8 of them were in football. One was in 1954 in track, and one was in 67 in wrestling. Actually, another one was in 96 with baseball. And the biggest thing to convince your coaches is, here's football, we're not bringing that down, we're coming up to there. And so they all embraced the fact of getting in charge of youth programs and really working with our kids. If they have a conflict, work with them. If they want to go to a football camp in the summer, maybe they're going to miss a couple baseball games. Coach Davis is Mr. Baseball, he allows it. We work together. And so we do the same with the other way. So I really want to reiterate that. Update of my health real quick. Some people might not know this, but a year and a half ago I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's mantle cell lymphoma. And so went through a series of 6 months of chemotherapy last year. Finished with a stem cell transplant last spring. And that's why I was not at the convention last year. And had been doing well, but I've had a little flare-up here in October. And so I've had to start chemotherapy again. I do that once every 60 days. They're trying to keep things at bay. The type-I guy comes back. And so I got chemo next Thursday. But it's once every 60 days. But I'm doing great and doing well and excited about the future and what's ahead. I just leave you with this. And this was a quote from Scott Bostwick, the former head football coach at Northwest Missouri State, who was named the coach after Mel Churchman retired, never coached a game. He was out mowing his lawn on June 4th and died of a heart attack at 50 age of 51. But he spoke at Lake Panorama at a clinic, and he says, make your job the big time. The grass isn't always greener. You know, I look at Harlan, whether you're Palmer, Elkhorn, Templeton, make your job the big time. And it is, that's what it is. I challenge everybody, be a difference maker, as we all are. But be a difference maker as an athletic director. And leave a legacy that's just gonna last forever. And I'm within a room with a bunch of legends, and it's been an incredible weekend. I told Nancy, this caps off 26 years as an AD, and I know it's getting close. Will of 88 comes up next year for me, but you know, I want to keep going, and we're gonna keep fighting, and look forward to many years down the road. Thank you again, folks. Thank you very much.